Is your local bus company serving your football team. Buses run every 10 minutes. Avoid the traffic. Don't get stuck in the delay. Get Ipswich buses today. A single from only £1.20, a return from only £2. Find out more information at www.ipswichbuses.co.uk. Ipswich Buses, proud to partner with Talk in Town. Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to your half-time. 10 minutes. It's Ipswich Town 2, Lincoln City 0. And just a fantastic first half performance from Kieran McKenna and the Ipswich Town team. Phenomenal. In fact, so phenomenal that when the media mogul Matt Phillips arrives, instead of our normal format, if you like, for the halftime 10 minutes of one player playing well, one player not playing so well, I've decided, as that intro was rolling, you can't pick out a player for not playing well in that team, in my opinion. 2-0 up at halftime in a little bit of cruise control. So we're going to go for two players playing well as opposed to the one. Once he turns up, he's not quite here yet. But in the meantime, I'll get some of your comments. I just felt that first half was fascinating and then thoroughly entertaining. And all credit has to go to Lincoln as well, as funny as that sounds, because they've come to play football and they've come to give us a game. And right now, under McKenna, with the master plan in action, you've got to say, that's playing right up our street. And the league table was looking rather delicious until Plymouth stuck a bloody spanner in the works, but still 45 to go there. Mike Baker, solid first half, some great passing and a couple of good finishes. Come on, you Blues. Rob Smith, Lincoln chasing shadows. They absolutely are. You are spot on, Mr. Rob Smith. Should win this comfortably. Aluko, the Aluko turn. Oh, that was sublime. Chris Boyd, this makes a change. How big is everyone's halftime smile? Mike D, Aluko and Wolf, excellent. Callie said, did tell you 3-0. Was at 87, just puts fire in the chat. Absolutely. Jason Clayton, great first half. Rob Smith, we are still ninth. Rob, I think we were ninth from the day I was born. I'm 32 years of age. Honestly, it feels like we've been ninth forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Forever. It must be that. It must be good. I'm cracking music out. Michael Mayhew. Well, I put my feet up and lit a cigar. Stunning, Michael. I might even get a beer out. Andrew Wright. Really good half with Lincoln pressing early on, but class showing through and deserved lead. Callie, can we just take a minute to appreciate that inch perfect pass from Sanford Jackson to score the second? Roy Clark. Aluko star so far. Chris Boyd. Has McKenna found the combination? Well, you can't argue against it. McSaucepan, not just one first half goal, but two. No 60-minute 0-0 dread this game. Rob Holmes, Aluko, fantastic. Mark Wall, pure class. First half, keep it going for second, please. From Mike D. Great game of football so far. Thought Lincoln were decent for 20 minutes, then heads dropped. We've been great. Mike the Fishman, weren't going to say I told you so, but I told you so. This team will score goals. It would have scored goals, I think, with Joe Pickett in the team, to be honest with you, Mike. Andy Barrell. Our most complete performance of the season. Nikki Scott. COVID's got me watching on iFollow. Playing amazing tonight. Oh, Nikki, I hope you get well soon. The noise from Portman Road, it's phenomenal. It's a really good atmosphere. The Good Doctor, excellent performance so far. So nice on top of two and looking good for it. Right, the mogul is here. I shall bring him in. As I said at the top of the show, we are doing away with the traditional format of the halftime show. We will not be asking for one player playing well and one player not playing so well. That would be ridiculous. We're cruising. So let's go for two players playing well. Here he is, Media Mogul. Welcome back. You can't really say somebody isn't playing well after a 45. Like, how have you seen it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've put the Lincoln commentary on, and guess who their co-commentator is?
Oh, who?
Jimmy Walker.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What's
started
old
off,
Jimmy been saying?
he started off as like desperate for Lincoln to put one over us, I think. And now he's actually quite good. He's actually warmed to the fact we are a top side, and he's like, oh, it's a bit damage limitation. Can we just get in to the dressing room at 2-0? We're playing so well, aren't we? Really, really good.
Oh, just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. What was the highlight of the first half? For me, it was the Luco turn.
Yeah.
He's just done him every which way.
Yeah. That guy who got booked after that, McGrandles, they were saying has got as many yellow cards as Morsey this season.
Yeah, I think he got booked. He's the chap that obviously had a niggle on Luca after the turn, right?
Yeah,
I do like that a little bit. That's a bit of professional pride, because if I got turned like that, I'd have also kicked the fucker that did it.
They have got quite petulant, Lincoln, haven't they, since they went 2-0 down?
Because they're being scored, Matt.
Yeah, they are. They are. Well, we did kind of say, didn't we? Like, even though they won 3-1 on Saturday, it'd probably be a different story under like Pullman Road, and so it's proving. I mean, one of the guys who sits next to me, David, who, when I'm normally at Pullman Road, texts me to say, "Where would we be without Burns this season?" Absolutely electric. Absolutely electric.
Well, Brenner tried floating in the commentary. I've got the town one on that Paul Cook might still be in charge of Wes Burns not been injured around the time he got sacked. I mean, I'm not.
With that.
I ain't quite sure I'm pushing that.
I think when you've signed 19 players, you go, well, one of them wasn't fit. What about the other 18? I don't think that's going to stick very well.
Official Sam HD loves the show. Pure entertainment during half time. They should get us on the pitch at Pullman Road, Matt. We would have the people entertained. We've got Norman Greenwald. You see Lincoln getting a red card in the second half.
Yeah, I agree.
I did say, though, Matt, it was a fascinating and then a thoroughly enjoyable first half. And a lot of credit has to go to Lincoln, because they've come to play and they've come to try and beat us, as opposed to us, which plays into our hands, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. They were saying on their commentary that one of the reasons they thought we won there at Sinsel Bank back in September, what it was because they didn't press us enough. So they were quite impressed by the fact we kicked off and he blocked the ball straight away, didn't he, that kid up top? But they think Marquis is too isolated. They've got that Tom Hopper on the bench, who I don't think is 100% fit. They were kind of, Jimmy Walker was like calling for him. He said, look, we need to do something different. We haven't got the pace to hit Ipswich at the moment. We need a bit more of an outlet. So whether or not he comes on, I don't know. But we've literally not let them play in our half, have we, particularly?
No, we haven't. I didn't even know Marcus was still playing. Max Pitchford, good evening from St Andrews. Good evening, sir. Great performance so far. Mike D does say, bit of a cliche, but need to stay professional. Don't let the ghosts of Cook and Hurst, don't forget, 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football, come back in second half.
It never feels enough of Ipswich, does it, 2-0?
No, it really doesn't. Good evening, Neil. I hope you are well. Hope to speak on the full-time show. So, who has stood out in that first half for you then, Mr. Phillips?
Well, like I say, I mean, certainly Burns. I think he's playing really well. I think Jackson, of course, got the goal. Does everyone think he was offside?
I do. I mean, Nick Mills was trying to...
I presume the fellow on the floor, who I think is also called Jackson, was lying on the floor in the box.
Adam Jackson.
He must have played him on it by some point, because I was waiting for that goal to be brought back.
Well, Mick Mills was trying to push that narrative, but I don't know if he fell that far forward. I still think Jackson was fractionally, but I don't care. He scored.
The line I would have been on. The line I would have been in line with that, surely.
Who cares? He scored.
But yeah, who cares? I mean, bloody hell. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's justifying why he's got that place again, hasn't he? He looks so sharp. Again, I say it at the top. Who would have thought he would be in a purple patch for town after being in the wilderness for God knows how long?
Absolutely, yeah. I love Jackson in that first half, running with pace, running with intent, looking, and his assist again. I've never found a striker as prolific at assists as Caden Jackson. Every time he puts the ball in the box, you think it's going to be a goal.
Absolutely, that season that was the cancelled season.
The cancelled season,
yeah. We were like, he was our player of the year, wasn't he? Because he had goals and assists, and again, it was let's not deny the fact that Selena put that ball through to Jackson. Again, that left side channel down the side. Obviously, Jackson scored it at Fleetwood on Saturday, and this time he centered it. I did think Morsey might get in the way. I was like, dummy it.
Yeah. I think Burns gave him a shout. But
and then Morsey played the tap on to Jackson, didn't he? So it was a great.
it was a great move started by Selena. I'm not going to go as far as to call it assist to the assist. I hate that terminology. Assist to the assist. You mean he's just playing football?
But it was a lovely little through ball. The Lincoln guys thought Selena might get a red for that hand around the throat.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Jimmy Walker was like, you can't be doing that in this day and age, which I do agree with him slightly. But I mean, if he's been antagonised by someone else, you know.
Will it be retrospective action, do you think?
He got yellow, so he won't be.
Oh, did he? Right, there we go. Good. Yes.
That's what you need for retrospective. You always need someone to get a yellow because then they can't go back on.
Absolutely. Roy Clark, love seeing Wolfington's cross from the bar. I love seeing Luke Wolfington into a prime Sol Campbell dancing through him like they were like the Argentinians in World Cup '98.
That was yeah. That was a lovely bit of play. And actually, Luco read the game really nicely there because he actually passed it on to him, didn't he, to hit the byline and to pull the ball back. That was great. That reminded me of that Sheffield United, you know, when they were having centre of halves going forward as wingers, wing backs. Reminded me of that. Really good.
It was really good.
The confidence is oozing from us. We look like the team that's top of the table, not one that's still sitting in ninth, presumably.
Absolutely. We had a Norwich fan in the chat. Official Sam says, glad you banned him. I didn't ban him, Sam. I put him on a timeout. Hopefully that 5-minute timeout will make him think about his life choices in being a Norwich fan. That was the hope.
Must be something better on the telly for him to be watching, surely.
Well, it might be nice for him to see his thing inside actually look good and win for a change, as opposed to, you know, turning up and getting knocked around the park.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But Bolton are losing, are they, to Morecambe?
Bolton are losing. Yeah. Almost, touch wood, the results are kind of going our way, except Plymouth.
Yeah, and Pompey. Pompey are 2 up, aren't they?
Yeah, but Pompey are behind us. They're playing crew.
Yeah, true.
You know, if we can get AFC Wimbledon just to steal an equaliser or go on to win it, that would be a great night because Plymouth are the worst ones to be winning. They've got 2 games in hand on us.
Wimbledon did put in a good shift at Wigan on Saturday. It was only 1-0, I think, in the end. We'll wait and see. What do you think? Do you think we're going to see some changes in the second half? Do you think Aluko might make way for a Chaplin or somebody?
I don't know. I think we've got to get through the first 10, 15 minutes of the second half, really. Get through that without conceding. Possibly, if we score, brilliant. But the most important thing is next 10, 15, don't concede. Keep it tight. Don't offer them a way back into the game. Don't let them have a little bit of hope. Frustrate them, smother them.
Have they?
No, but what the worst thing to happen is they come out, score a goal, get a little bit of confidence back in this game, and make the last 20 minutes really interesting. I don't want that.
No, we don't want any nervousness. You
smother them for the next 15. Smother them. Keep them out.
We want to be 3 up and give Piggott 25 minutes or something would be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Champion for Selena can see a second yellow card, says Paul Mays.
Don't disagree. Just got to keep our heads. You don't want to be 2 up and then go down to 10. Although they didn't stop Milton Keynes Dons on Saturday, did it?
That would be the message, won't it? At half time, keep your heads. Don't let them. Don't let them roll you. But you've also got to trust, haven't you, a senior player, an international player, to be sensible.
Yeah, absolutely. But
he's not a kid, is he?
No, exactly. But you can get carried away in the moment, can't you? But certainly, if they're clipping,
you can't get carried away. That's the important. You got to.
Yeah, but that's why he's on big wages, isn't it? He's one of these people that you would look to be able to keep their head at 2-0. Yeah, absolutely.
And a senior player. Yeah. You know, he's an international. Played many games. Played at the highest level. Played in foreign leagues. France being one. He's got to know when he can get involved and when he can't. Yeah, otherwise you'll be forever 10 minutes in on some games thinking about taking him off.
That was the most I've seen McKenna animated was when McGrandles dived in on Aluko. And he arms in the air. He looked like suddenly, because he's been very passive on the sidelines, isn't he? Normally it's Martin Pert who seems to be doing all the kind of the motivating, the cajoling. But that was the first time I'd seen him really sort of like really shout at the referee.
Absolutely. Right, we are back at full time for the Fans React Show. Win, lose or draw. Hopefully the first will be the one we are discussing with the live link, live chat. Get on your platform, have your say unfiltered, as Cruncher proved the last time we were live on a Tuesday night. It is totally live, totally unfiltered. Whatever you say, whatever your opinion is, it will be heard on this platform. I can promise you that. But until then, I will leave you, as we have a Norwich fan in our chat, with a little gift from me to you.
Everywhere they go. Here we go. Norwich get battered. Everywhere they go. Norwich get battered. Everywhere they go.